everybody. Welcome to AmateurCast, the show where we pretend to know what we're talking about. My name is Denzel Washington, and I am joined with Elon Musk.
It's me.
Aha!
I'm going to put slavery on the moon.
Oh my god. And we are we're AmateurCast. That's us. Oh no. No, I'm Sebastian Limon, and I'm joined with Kolby Lepes.
You couldn't even give me like a cool... You got Denzel. Like, you got the coolest actor there is. I got like the weird guy who throws a rock through a truck window.
But he's
on
freaking
stage.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's,
But he's what? He's awesome.
He's a weird... He's just... No, I don't like him.
You don't like him?
He's a jerk.
I like Elon Musk.
No, he's a jerk.
I think he's cool. You got to be a little jerk to be a little successful, I think.
Well, when he wins an Oscar, then maybe.
Then maybe. You can earn my respect.
That is my only judge of human character.
If you have an Academy Award. Oh my god.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Does Harvey Weinstein have an Academy Award?
Oh god. I'm pretty sure he has several, just like by proxy. I mean, obviously he didn't like direct stuff. Like he doesn't have awards that are like,
no,
he did a great artistic job, but like he produced so many major things. I think he probably got some stuff for whatever movies he just threw money at that like won Best Picture.
Yeah.
I can check.
Oh, whoa. Let's hear that again.
No. Oh yeah, he has two. One for Shakespeare in Love, one for Gangs of New York.
Oh my god. I always think like for the Oscars when you know how they do the in memoriams? Like are they gonna show like Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein?
Oh no, they're not gonna show people that are like canceled.
And like Roman Polanski and Woody Allen?
No way. No. Well, unfortunately those two
unfortunately Roman Polanski is extremely talented.
Yeah, and people still like respect Woody Allen, which they really shouldn't, in my opinion. But
I think he's gross.
I think he'll be in the in memoriam for sure.
I'm sorry, I know Polanski is not a good person, but
he's terrible.
Woody Allen is worse. I think
I mean, they're equally bad people, but I think just as a filmmaker, Woody Allen is worse.
Yeah, I like some of his movies, but Roman Polanski's like a genius.
I like Annie Hall.
I don't know. Annie Hall.
Anyways,
Annie Hall's great.
Episode.
Oh no! Oh yeah, episode. What's up?
Oh yeah, we're recording.
Oh no, it's a mic.
This is such a dumpster fire of an opening.
Speaking of in memoriam, there went our podcast. Oh god. Oh god. No, Kolby, what are we talking about for this episode today?
Hi everybody.
Oh no.
So today we are finally going to be doing our deep dive episode into the 2021 Oscar nominations. I am so excited. You guys know, Seb knows, we've had this planned for a while. We've been waiting to do this episode since the nominations came out. We wanted to put it out at the right time, right before the ceremony, but I have been following the Oscar race all year. I have been keeping track of my picks and my predictions all year. I've been really invested in this one, and I'm just super excited to talk about it.
Yes. Correct. Let's do it. Down. Immediately.
So, let's just run down the structure for this episode. We are going to be going through each category individually. We will be spending at least a short amount of time on each one. Some will, of course, warrant more discussion than others.
Correct.
We're going to try to keep each one fairly brief to keep the episode from not being too long. But, I'm pretty sure we're going to have more to say about picture and actor than documentary, short, and visual effects. Not that those aren't, valid and valuable, but just some of them are less accessible or there's less to say.
Yeah.
So for each category, at the very least, both me and Sebastian are going to be giving our pick, our prediction, and if there are any, what movies we think were snubbed in this category. And for the ones that do warrant some more discussion, then we'll just be giving general thoughts as well. We're going to be doing the categories in an order that we believe is kind of from the ones that we have the least to say about to the one that we have the most to say about, which will be Best Picture at the very, very end. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll be talking about some of the movies of 2020 that we didn't have a chance to do full episodes on,
Yeah.
which is exciting. We're going to finally get to share some thoughts. And am I missing anything?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Let's begin, shall we?
First of all, a category that I really like, I think is a really great and important category, but there's just not as much to say about it this year, mainly because I don't think me or Seb have seen all of the nominees yet. We're going to start with documentary feature. Seb, what are our 5 nominees?
The nominees are... I'm just kidding. So we
can't
have...
do that for each category.
We're going to obnoxiously do that for every category, yeah.
That's terrible.
No, for documentary, we have Collective, Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, My Octopus Teacher, and Time. I haven't seen none of these. Kolby,
you haven't seen any one of them?
No.
Okay. Are you planning on watching them before the ceremony?
Yeah,
or
whichever
start of time?
The ones are on Netflix. Or I think all of them are accessible, are they?
Yeah, so Collective is on Amazon for rental.
Okay.
Crip Camp, My Octopus Teacher are both on Netflix.
Okay.
The Mole Agent is on Hulu, and Time is on Amazon Prime.
Okay, perfect. So
all of them are very accessible on streaming service. Personally, I have seen Mole Agent, Octopus Teacher, and Time. I have not yet seen Collective or Crip Camp, but I'm very excited to, and I'm looking forward to watching them before the actual ceremony. Sebastian, do you have any general thoughts, picks, predictions, snubs?
I think from the general reception I'm getting from My Octopus Teacher, I think that's just going to win because like that's the one that everybody seems to be talking about, or at least from what I've seen. It's usually the documentary that everybody's kind of heard of that's going to win. Mm-hmm. You know, like what was that one of the mountain climber that came out a couple years back?
Free Solo.
Free Solo, yeah.
Great documentary. Hell of a documentary.
So, yeah, I think I have not. I don't watch that many documentaries, but I should.
I don't watch as many as I'd like to, but whenever I do, I'm like, I've got to watch every documentary.
Yeah.
Why don't I watch enough of these?
I agree. They're really well made. But yeah, from guessing, and you've told me before your thoughts on My Octopus Teacher. I think that's the one that's going to win.
Yeah, I mentioned it on a previous episode. I really like it. It is both my pick and my prediction out of these nominees. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised to say that. I think in a year that was so political, where you have 3 of the nominees here, Collective, Crip Camp, and Time, are very political. It's weird to say that the one about like a dude who has a friend octopus is going to be the winner, but it's just been winning a lot of precursors. It won the Producers Guild Award for Best Documentary.
Yeah, okay, then
it's won a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of buzz and hype around it. Yeah, and I'm not mad. I mean, like I said, it's my pick out of these nominees. However, the movie that I think 100% should be winning this category and is not nominated, and this, of course, is my big snub, it's Boys State. Boys State is an incredible documentary that came out on Apple TV Plus earlier this year. Maybe that's part of the reason why it's not here. It's produced by A24. Dude, not only is this the best documentary of the year, in my opinion, it's one of the best movies of the year. If it were up to me, this movie would be in editing and maybe even picture.
Nice.
Boys State blew me away, and I think it's such a tragedy that it was snubbed here.
I haven't seen that one, so I have nothing to say. But
Highly recommend.
I look forward to seeing these, definitely.
Another major snub that I wasn't personally super disappointed about, but was just surprised by, is Dick Johnson is Dead. That one had a lot of hype behind it, and I gotta say, I'm surprised to see that gets snubbed and The Mole Agent gets in, because I feel like they have slightly similar subject matter, but The Mole Agent is just kind of less impactful in my opinion. I liked it. It's cute. It's pretty funny. I just don't feel like it needs to be here. It's not super special or revolutionary or impactful, and I feel like Dick Johnson is just a more interesting look at kind of the same same age range.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Sorry about that, folks. I've yet to see these documentaries. I'll watch them eventually.
Here's one that you definitely haven't seen, and this is the last thing I'll say before we move on, I promise.
Okay.
A movie that I knew wasn't going to get nominated, but I just hoped it would, is The Painter and the Thief. It's a Norwegian documentary that came out early this year on Hulu.
You told me
I think
about
I
it.
mentioned it like a ton of episodes ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You should really check. Everybody should check that out.
Everybody, check out The Painter and the Thief. Is that what it's called?
Yep, The Painter and the Thief.
Painter and the Thief. Do it now. Drop what you're doing. Stop listening to this and watch it.
Alrighty.
All right, well, what's next?
Moving on. Sebastian, tell us the nominees for documentary short subject.
Ahem. Okay, so for short subject, we have Colette, a concierto. Oh my god. A concierto is a conversation. Do not split. Hunger Ward, and A Love Song for Latasha. I have seen none of these. Have you seen any of these?
I have seen Concerto and Love Song for Latasha. I haven't seen the other three, but I'm definitely planning on watching them.
How are you seeing these?
So I'll throw out again where these are accessible. Colette and Concerto are on YouTube.
Okay.
Do Not Split is on Vimeo.
Okay.
Hunger Ward is on Pluto TV. I didn't even know what that was until I looked up this movie, but it's free, so there you go.
Okay.
And A Love Song for Latasha is on Netflix, which is a big part of the reason why it's my prediction to win.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Once you said Netflix, that's the one that's going to win.
It just seems the most accessible here, and I've seen it. It's quite good, and it's very relevant to what's on people's minds this year. So I think it's my prediction, and I really can't say my pick because, like I said, haven't seen all of these. You have any thoughts, Seb?
None. I've not heard of any of these.
That's why we did this category first.
Yes, exactly.
Alrighty.
Goodbye.
Next up, animated feature film.
We have Onward, Over the Moon, Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, Soul, and Wolfwalkers. I have seen 3 of these. And
Yes, so 3 of these we've already done full episodes on.
Yeah.
Onward,
correct.
Soul, and Wolfwalkers. You guys should go check those out. Onward is episode 2 of this podcast, which is weird to think about. And Soul and Wolfwalkers is,
So
I'm pretty sure, episode 13.
13,
It's a more
something like
recent
that.
one.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the other 2, Seb?
No, but I will, for sure. Especially Shaun the Sheep. I love Aardman and stop motion, so I'm watching that very soon, for sure. But it's obvious Soul's gonna win. I mean, it's the Oscars. It's owned by ABC. ABC's Disney. It's gonna give it to Soul.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but both of our prediction is Soul and both of our pick is Wolfwalkers?
Yes.
Okay.
Wolfwalkers is great. It's incredible. It's
so good.
It's like it's probably my favorite movie from 2020, next to Mank. I loved it. I love the hand-drawn animation. It's the music's gorgeous. I love the way that the Aurora song is used in a certain scene. And it's really engaging. I haven't been that engaged in an animated movie since Kubo and the Two Strings, and I love Kubo and the Two Strings. Long live hand-drawn animation. I hope
Long live
Wolfwalkers
Laika,
wins,
too.
but
Oh, sorry, it's not Laika. Long live Cartoon
stop
Saloon.
motion. Oh, long live Cartoon Saloon and Laika. I really hope they are okay.
Me too.
If there's a miracle that can happen, is that they win the Oscar for this movie. That would be so
Correction,
awesome.
our episode on Soul and Wolfwalkers is episode 12, not 13. I'm a fool, and I will be resigning.
Okay. Last episode. For sure.
I'll briefly touch on the 2 other movies that I have seen. Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon is delightful. It is very cute. It is very wholesome. If you like the first movie, which I think everyone did, you'll like this one. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend. It's not going to win here. It doesn't need to.
No.
But it's very cute, and I'm glad it's here. Over the Moon, I just watched last night, basically only because it was nominated, and I'm trying to get through everything that's nominated before the 25th, the actual day of the awards. It is fine. The animation in it is very good. It has a really colorful and vibrant visual style, which I enjoyed. But the story is nothing. Like, I got nothing from the story. Ken Jeong is in it, and he's kind of funny, like he always is.
Nice.
But I got like nothing out of it. I didn't feel like it was worth watching, other than to say that I've seen everything nominated. So
yeah, I feel that.
If this category was best animation and not best animated film, I would say hell yeah, Over the Moon deserves to be in here. But I think because it is actually encompassing the overall film and story, I think it's just in here because of lack of competition in 2020.
Yeah, they were just looking through the list. Lots nominated.
Yeah.
That came out this year.
I mean, the only other major animated movies of 2020 were Earwig and the Witch, which
oof,
and
how embarrassing.
Like the Willoughbys.
And then
And Croods 2.
the Croods 2, which didn't look.
Oh,
great.
and Trolls World Tour, I guess.
Ugh, no.
That kind of.
No.
I have no idea if that was good, or probably not. I didn't see it.
I don't think it was. The first one wasn't. What makes the second one? I don't know. No.
Yeah. I actually would not have been surprised if that got nominated, though, just because it kind of made a big shakeup at the box office and was kind of like very exemplary of the 2020 theatrical, controversy.
I think it just got, a bunch of a bunch of money because it came out during the pandemic and it was like the first movie
and like
to come
right
out.
at the start.
Yeah. And people needed escapism for something and they needed to put something on for their kids to shut up. So they bought Trolls World Tour. It's not a good movie. I don't need to see it to know that it's not a good movie. It's just probably just a bunch of musical numbers.
Okay. So pick Wolf Walker's prediction, Soul. Moving on.
Yes.
Animated short film.
Okay, we have Burrow, Genius Loci, or Loki? I think Loci.
I think it's Lochi.
Or Lochi? All right.
Yeah, I think.
If Anything Happens, I Love You, Opera, and Yes People. I have seen one of these. It's If Anything Happens, I Love You.
Oh. What did you think of that?
I liked it. It was good, I think. I know it was, it exploded on TikTok, didn't it?
I don't know about TikTok. I didn't see it on there, but I've been hearing a lot about it. It's pretty popular right now. It is on Netflix. It's the most accessible one of these. For sure.
That's the one that's going to win other than The Burrow, which is a Disney one, which could win. But
I think If Anything Happens, I Love You kind of has this in the bag. It's the most accessible and also like the most accessibly deep. Like Burrow is Disney Plus and it's cute and it's accessible in that way, but it's like not saying anything,
Yeah, If Anything Happens, I Love You says a lot. Especially
if
with
you look
the
at
modern...
last year, it's very comparable to like Hair Love versus Kit Bull. One of them is like a cute animal that doesn't really do anything.
The other is like
one of them is like
saying something
emotional. Yeah.
No, what did you think of it?
I'm not that big a fan of it. I to me it felt like kind of metaphor 101. Like, I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was that special. I get that it's very emotional and it's a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
And so I get why it
why
resonates
like,
with people, and I don't want to like disparage that. It didn't really do anything for me. But it is my prediction.
Yeah, it's definitely the most sentimental for sure.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I remember, I think it was like one of those, like on TikTok, what was that? There was that horror movie, Megan is Missing, that was trending for a while, which doesn't look good. But
we have very different TikTok For You pages. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I guess so, because for a while, If Anything Happens, I Love You, people were reacting to it. They were like showing themselves before it, and then after, their faces were just red from tears.
Oh, like crying?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this. And I watched it last night, and it's good.
To me, it felt like one of those emotionally manipulative PSA things.
Yeah.
Where
I
it's like,
agree.
happy, 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 and then in the last 30 seconds, it's like, now it's sad! Cry!
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know, I get it.
But
And it's
I
like,
mean,
you're right.
You're
But
not wrong for
come
thinking
on.
that, and I'm not as annoyed with it as I thought I would, nor as impressed as I wished I would be. I think it's just fine. I
Yeah.
like the simple animation with it. The subject matter is different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something.
As far as the other ones go, you haven't seen any of these, right?
No. Which ones have you seen?
So I've seen all of these except for Opera because as far as I can tell, it's not accessible anywhere online.
Okay.
That could be outdated by the time this episode comes out. It could get uploaded in the next couple days. I have no idea. But I tried to find it and I couldn't. Genius Loci is on Vimeo, and Yes People is on YouTube. Genius Loci has really stellar animation that I really liked. And I guess it would be my pick for, like I said earlier, best animation. But as far as the story, I didn't totally understand what it was going for. I don't think it's bad or doing anything wrong. I just didn't get it.
So that's fine.
Yes People is pretty funny. I thought it was very clever. I liked what it was saying. And it has like decent animation, so I guess that would be my pick. But I don't feel that strongly about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll watch them if it's.
Yeah.
I love animation, and I love like when they're able to tell something in a short matter of time. So I'll check these out for sure. But yeah, if anything happens, I love you. That's gonna win. I wasn't too impressed by it, but it's not harmless or anything. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's fine. It's not there's that Pixar short film with the little Indian boy and his action figures. You remember that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
The worst short film that Pixar's made, I think.
You didn't like it?
No, I hated that. It was just horribly animated and ugh. Hate it. Whatever. It's too bad because Pixar usually makes.
I know the one you're talking about, but I didn't see whatever it played before, so I haven't seen it.
I think it played before The Good Dinosaur, which is not a.
Yep, that's like the only Pixar movie I haven't seen.
Which makes sense. The worst short film in front of probably the worst Pixar movie.
Cars 2.
I haven't seen that in forever.
All
But whatever. Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
International feature film.
All right, so we have Another Round from Denmark, Better Days from Hong Kong, Collective from Romania, The Man Who Sold His Skin from Tunisia, and Kyo Vadis Aida from, oh my god, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I am so sorry if you are from these places. I have only seen Another Round, obviously.
We have done a whole episode on Another Round.
Yeah.
It is our second most recent episode. It's episode 14.
Yeah.
If you want to hear our thoughts on that movie, then go check out that episode. It's really good.
Yes. The movie, not our episode. But that's obviously going to win.
Yeah.
Mainly because we'll get to it, but Thomas Vinterberg is nominated for director. So usually if
I think
a
this
movie
is
nominated,
a very obvious frontrunner.
yeah, it's like when the Academy would nominate a Pixar movie for animated feature and then Best Picture. It's like, okay, yeah, that's gonna win animated feature for sure.
Right.
Obviously.
It's like it literally just wouldn't make sense if it didn't.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't add up.
Like when Roma was nominated for Best Picture and foreign film or international, whatever. It's like, yeah, it's gonna win, obviously. And it should have won Best Picture, but whatever. Green Book, piece of shit.
Once again, I just want to throw out where these are accessible so that anybody who wants to watch them can. Yes. Another Round is on Amazon for rental, or I think any VOD.
I think it's on Hulu right now, actually.
You're right. It is on Hulu now.
Nice.
Better Days is on VOD, Amazon, whatever. Collective, same, like I said earlier, VOD. Quo Vadis Aida and The Man Who Sold His Skin is also VOD, Amazon. I'm going to try to watch that before the Oscars. It looks interesting, but yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. Both my pick and my prediction is another round. But I do quickly want to touch on Quo Vadis Aida because I think it's a really interesting case. And I do recommend that you watch it for this reason. I watched it recently. It is, from a purely on the surface craft standpoint, one of the best films of the year. 100%.
Wait, which one?
The directing, Quo Vadis Aida.
Oh, okay. From Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yes.
Okay.
The directing in it and the acting are so strong. Like, it really, really blew me away. It is such a strong movie. And if it was American, and if it had all the same, like, surface level craft stuff, it would be like a major front runner this year. But here's the thing about it. Its story is so deeply entrenched in, like, real world Bosnian politics. It's about a real Bosnian-Serbian war that happened in the 90s. And in my experience from watching it, as an American, it is hard to follow. It would be like somebody from Bosnia watching an American movie about the Vietnam War, right? I'm assuming. Like, they wouldn't totally follow if it didn't explain everything to them like they're a dum-dum, right? Yeah. So personally, I watched it and I was like, God, I want to say that this is like the best movie of the year, but I can't because I just didn't totally get it. And that's not the movie's fault at all. It's just unfortunate that that's how it is.
But it was still able to capture, or not capture, but it was still able to speak to you on a filmmaking level, which is pretty cool.
Yes. And on an emotional level, it totally crosses the cultural barrier. It is absolutely emotionally resonant.
Where'd you say
I just
you can
didn't
watch this?
totally get the details of the story. It's available for rent on Amazon and I think any other like VOD service.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. That sounds interesting.
So I highly recommend it. But still, because of how much more accessible it is and how much more clearly liked it is in the other categories, another round is my prediction and also my pick.
Yeah, that's gonna win for sure.
Yeah. Next up, live action short film.
Okay, we have Feeling Through, The Letter Room, The Present, Two Distant Strangers, and White Eye. Have not seen any of these. Have you seen any of these?
I have.
Okay.
So Feeling Through is on YouTube. The Letter Room is on... It's on Amazon Prime, but it's through like a different service. It's like one of those add-ons.
Oh.
I don't remember what it was called.
Isn't The Letter Room with... What's his face?
With Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
And it's directed by his wife, who I want to get her name right. Elvira Lind.
Okay.
So, those are the two that I've seen so far. The Present and Two Distant Strangers are both on Netflix, and White Eye is still not available anywhere.
Okay.
Again, haven't seen the latter three, so can't necessarily say what my pick is, but I will say that I really, really liked The Letter Room. And I don't think it's that likely that another one's going to surpass it. I think it'll win.
Because it has
the only reason I could see it losing is because it's less physically accessible. Like, you have to go through this this add-on and get like this free trial for some other streaming service, whereas Feeling Through's on YouTube.
True.
And Two Distant Strangers on Netflix. But The Letter Room has Oscar Isaac and
that's what I mean. Like, it has
Alia Shawkat too.
Yeah. So
like, I think people are just gonna like, and also having seen it, it's great. Like, it would deserve this award. It's really great. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's my sort of pick because I haven't seen its competition, and it's definitely my prediction.
Nice. Yeah, I have nothing to say. I will watch these. I have so much to watch. Oh.
I promise everybody we're getting closer to the ones that we've seen everything in.
Don't worry about it.
That we have more to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll watch these soon. For sure. All right. Next.
Visual effects.
Perfect.
This is so different than it has been any other year, just by nature of 2020.
Okay,
right?
So we have Love and Monsters, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, The One and Only Ivan, and Tenet. I have only seen Tenet, and I think that's going to win.
I've seen Tenet and The Midnight Sky. I'm not interested in the other three, although they look like they have pretty decent VFX from their trailers. And stuff.
I'm not watching Mulan ever.
Yeah, me neither. Midnight Sky is kind of a trash story, honestly. I didn't like it.
Isn't it the one by George Clooney?
The visual effects are, yes.
George Clooney
visual effects
has
are
not
quite
directed anything good. Huh.
Not that comes to mind.
I mean, I see all these movies that he's directed, and they're like really negatively responded.
Great actor.
Great actor, yeah. Solid
that.
actor. Very charismatic and handsome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In terms of directing, yeah, I think Tenet's going to win. Or,
yeah.
I don't know. They could be stupid and give it to Mulan. But I don't know.
I do definitely think Tenet has this in the bag. It's won most precursors. The only thing that The Midnight Sky really has going for it is that I think just recently, like yesterday, it won the award from like the Visual Effects Society Guild.
Oh, okay.
Like the Guild of Actual VFX Workers. But to my knowledge, this award isn't voted on in the Academy by just VFX workers. It's by everybody. And I think Tenet is probably the only movie that everyone in the Academy has seen.
Yeah, I think so too. Or like Tenet and Mulan. Those are the only ones that they've seen.
Maybe Mulan, but it had that $30 price tag, which I don't think most people wanted to pay.
No.
For when they were already paying for a Disney Plus subscription.
Exactly. So it's like, screw that. Especially for this mediocre looking movie. I think what got snubbed was Mank. I think David Fincher's movies have amazing visual effects because you don't know that they have visual effects.
Yeah,
people confuse visual effects in movies as like I always think of Thanos from the Avengers. Like, he looks good, but it's clearly a visual effect. Like I think I remember when First Man won that year against Infinity War, and I think some people were upset. And I'm like, whoa, First Man looked real.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't tell the visual effects. That's why it won.
What makes them good.
Yeah, I don't even know why Ready Player One was nominated for that. Like, that looked like a video game in a bad way. But
I do think that there is a place for VFX that don't necessarily look 100% photorealistic.
Yeah.
Are, imaginative. I do think that, like, for example, last year, I don't feel like 1917 needed to win over the other nominees, like over Endgame. I feel like it was just kind of because it was a Best Picture nominee, and they were kind of snobbish about what they gave it to.
I didn't even think it had that great visual
I'm with you on
effects
the
either.
First Man thing. Correct, yeah.
But,
even though I really like 1917.
No, yeah, 1917 was good. But, yeah, I think in terms of snub, Mank, for sure. Because if you look back at Fincher's movies, and Mank is no exception, the visual effects in the movies are, like, all over the place. And you can't tell at all. But, yeah, Mank. Tenet is going to take this one for sure, because that's the one that everybody watched. And it's really great effects,
pretty well
too.
deserved.
Yeah.
The practical effects in Tenet are fantastic.
Oh, they're amazing.
Even though I'm not a fan of the movie, if you want to hear our thoughts on it, go listen to our episode on it.
It's a good movie.
I think it's fine, but the visual effects are great.
Okay. Moving on.
Next up, costume design.
Okay, so we have Emma, period. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, and Pinocchio. I have seen one of these. I've only seen Mank.
What? You haven't seen Ma Rainey?
Nah.
Bro,
Not yet.
watch Ma Rainey. That's like a major movie this season.
I will watch it soon. I know, what's his face?
You gotta watch it before
Chadwick
the awards, because it's gonna win a ton.
Yeah. I'll watch it soon. But,
Okay. I've seen everything here except for Mulan and Pinocchio.
But, I want Mank to win, because Mank has great... Anything by David Fincher deserves technical everything, because he's such a perfectionist. And to be able to get that classic aesthetic look of the costumes and the period, really great stuff. And plus, it's a Hollywood movie, Hollywood loves itself, so they're probably going to give us to Mank. So my
Is
choice
that
is
your
Mank,
prediction as well?
and my prediction is Mank. Yeah.
Okay. I also have the same prediction and pick, but it's Emma.
But yeah, I also think Emma, because that's the most costumey movie, and the
Yeah.
Academy's like, oh, that has costumes, let's give it to that. Which they don't know what costume design is for.
Well, I want to say that I think Emma absolutely deserves it. When I first saw Emma, and I talked about it super briefly on this podcast, I don't remember what episode it was.
I remember
The first thing I said was the costumes.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I said it's probably gonna win best costumes, and that hasn't changed after so many months since it came out. But like, I really do think it is exactly what the Oscars usually go for, but also it's not boring and basic in that way. It is very imaginative, and the costumes are very intricately and creatively designed. I really liked them. And the reason it's my prediction is because even though it's like wasn't super loved by the Academy this year, it doesn't have a ton of nominations. The Academy has a tendency to go with the old English Victorian big gowns and suits style costume movie, even when they don't care about the actual movie. And the major one that comes to mind that I compare Emma to is Victoria and Abdul from a couple years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Exactly. Nobody does, because it was like a random nothing movie. But I want to say it was 2016 or 17. It was nominated only for costume design, and it won.
Yeah, so they're probably just going to give it to the costumey movie again. Not that it's bad. Like you said, you've seen it and you were impressed by it. I'm not watching Emma. I hate that time period so much. It's so boring. I'm sorry. But so it's either going to be Mank or Emma. Those are like the Oscar movies that they usually pick for costumes.
Hey, I'm going to correct myself, because after I said that, I looked it up, and Victoria Abdul didn't win costumes. So, maybe
what one?
You're more right about Mank than I am. I don't know. Let me see. Shoot, I was like kind of basing my whole prediction off that. Oops. Oh, Phantom Thread. Of course, that movie's all about costumes.
Oh, Phantom Thread. Have you seen that? That movie's perfect.
No, I need to.
It's so amazing.
I don't know why I thought that, but maybe I just threw my prediction out the window. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with Emma.
Okay. Emma.
We'll see. Next up.
Yay.
Makeup and hairstyling.
We have Emma period. Hillbilly Elegy. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, and Pinocchio. I have only seen one of these movies.
You haven't seen Hillbilly Elegy, right?
No.
Don't.
It's probably will, because it's notoriously bad.
Don't even... It's so... I hate it so much, dude. I mean, watch it if you want to.
The makeup looked pretty good.
It's fine. It's... I'm sorry. I hate Hillbilly Elegy so much. I hate that movie.
Ron Howard, you hack.
Yeah. My pick and my prediction here is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
For me, it's probably that one or Mank. Like I said, it's the movie. Hollywood loves itself. They give those awards to the movies. So, or
normally, I would agree with you, but after following this award season, it seems to me like most voters and critics don't like Mank as much as you and I do.
Really?
And I don't want to... I mean, I'm not going to give away my end tallies. We'll save that for the end of the episode, but I am not expecting it to win many awards at all.
That's too bad.
So, we'll see. But personally, I think you might be...
It's an amazing movie.
I love it. I think it deserves a lot of awards, but I think you might be getting your hopes up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, we'll have to see. In terms of what's snubbed, I couldn't tell you. I'm fine.
What about Borat?
Oh my God, you're right.
Makeup. It had like those disguises.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's not a bad nominee. Yeah.
I would have put that in over Hillbilly Elegy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I agree.
Also, haven't seen Pinocchio, but both me and you were talking before we started recording that we've been hearing that the makeup's like incredible in it.
the makeup, yeah, and that it's actually a pretty good movie in general. But
Yeah, this is the Italian version of Pinocchio that came out last year,
yeah,
not like the.
there's like
It's not
five.
like the Disney.
We were even talking about
live-action
that. There's like
remake
a
or
lot
anything.
of Pinocchio movies coming out. There's
There's
this
a
one.
ton of Pinocchio movies in the works for some reason.
Robert Zemeckis is making a live action Disney version of
No,
it.
please tell me he's not.
He is. And then
He is the most obvious and also the worst choice for that.
yeah,
I love him.
I
but
used to
God.
love him. And then he
Yeah, that's what I
went
mean.
Polar Express on everything.
God.
I hate Polar Express with all my
It's
heart.
gonna be like Welcome to Marwin.
Ugh. What happened, Rob?
Bobby Z.
Bob.
You revolutionized like live action and animation blending together with Roger Rabbit, and then you shat all over that
Yeah.
with your next 8 movies.
Like I get that he likes that animation, but why do they have to be so ferociously ugly?
Have you seen Beowulf?
Have you seen Christmas Carol? Christmas Carol is terrifying.
I watched it in theaters when it came out, and I
Me
was young.
too.
And it scared me. I think I left. I think I had to leave the theater
It's
during the death scene.
ugly. It does not hold up, even on the characters that's supposed to look nice. Why do people like Polar Express? I hate that movie.
It blows my mind that people love. I mean, it's nostalgic. I get why. But if
Shut up
anybody
about nostalgia.
rewatches
It
it above
sucks.
the age of 12, you're like, what was the point of that? What happened in that
It's
movie?
so boring and it's
It's
ugly. And the hot chocolate scene sucks.
Oh, that scene is fun.
I hate that scene.
That
I
scene
hate
is
that
fun.
movie. F that movie. F that kid.
Did you know? I think that's my first ever movie that I saw.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry.
I think my mom told me that was the first movie I ever watched.
Really?
It was something like that, like some big milestone for me as a baby.
We will
Maybe
talk
the first
about
Christmas
that movie
or the
someday,
first-
probably.
I don't know.
Because people love it and I hate it. Like,
That would be an interesting episode. I'd be down if we ever did a Robert Zemeckis episode.
yeah. Or like
I'd be down.
controversial opinions or something. Because apparently people love that
guess.
movie.
Hot
Sorry,
takes.
we're getting off topic.
Next category:
Yeah, next category.
production design.
We have The Father, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, News of the World, and Tenet. I have seen 2 of these movies. And you've seen
and
all
Tenet?
of these, damn.
I've seen all of these.
Yeah.
You got to watch The Father because it's
I know The Father
Best
looks
Picture nom.
amazing.
It's very good. We'll get to that later.
I think either Mank or Tenet is going to win. Tenet has very impressive production design, but Mank is again a movie's movie. I know you're
Personally,
saying that,
I think
but
this is no. I'm with you here. This is the one category that I think Mank has in the bag for sure.
yeah, it's like classic.
If you
sets.
look at again like the precursor awards this season, the other Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, even the Production Designers Guild or whatever, like those smaller stuff, Mank has won everywhere, even at places that clearly disliked Mank and refused to nominate it elsewhere. It has won production design everywhere, and it should because the production design is crazy good in that.
yeah,
movie.
it's great.
It's incredible.
Like, it's a Fincher movie, so everything.
And that's
technical
also
is
my
perfect.
pick.
Yeah, yeah, I want Mank to win, but we'll see.
Do you have any big snubs?
In terms of production design, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of like, it's weird because there's not like besides Mank and Wolfwalkers. You know what? I can't believe I'm thinking. I mean, I can, but like I'm thinking of Anything's got nothing this year, did it?
That's what I was about to say. That's my snub.
Yeah,
That's
like
one of my
that had
snubs.
great production design in terms
Great
of the
production
snow, the house, the school, the way.
And I didn't mention it
Yeah.
earlier, but that's also my snub for makeup.
Oh my God, that's right. The makeup
Mm-hmm.
on Toni Collette and what's his name, David Thewlis.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
I almost called him Lupin because of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah.
That's true. Okay, that would be like my biggest snub for everything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be talking about I'm thinking of ending things a lot this episode. I that was snubbed in a lot of categories. Man.
Oh yeah, it's even like for actor.
Such a good episode. Such a good.
God.
Technically a great movie.
I love it. I think it's great. We never did an episode on that, huh?
No, dude, I'd be down though.
Yeah,
but it's hard. That's a tough one to talk about.
Yeah, that one's you
There's
need to
so
see like
many
3
layers.
times.
Yeah, and even then, we'll still like have to take acid before we start recording.
I agree. It's crazy. Freaking Charlie Kaufman, you're insane. I hope you're good, man.
I also would have liked to see Emma here, and my big snub that I really wanted to see here is Birds of Prey.
Oh,
I wasn't expecting it. I knew it wasn't going to get in here, but have you seen that?
no.
The production design in that movie goes so hard. It's so cool and creative. It's just fun. It's just good, dude. Just look up some stills from that movie, especially from the big finale action sequence in the carnival. The production design is crazy good.
I mean, it makes no sense when Suicide Squad wins something and not something else. I don't know. I don't care.
Yuck.
Whatever. Gross.
Next up.
What is next?
Best sound. What used to be sound mixing and sound editing is now just sound.
We have Greyhound. Oh, remember that? Mank.
Nope, didn't see it.
News of the World. Soul. And Sound of Metal. Sound of Metal's
We
taking
both
this,
know what's
obviously.
winning this. Come on. It's Sound of Metal. It's got sound in the name.
It's exactly. I was gonna say that's the music. That's the sound movie. That's the one that's gonna win. Not that that's bad. I don't think it's
No,
bad.
it deserves it better
Yeah.
more than anything else this year, or anything in the last 10 years.
But
Let's be real.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Shut up.
But the concert.
Why did that win?
But the speakers.
No.
But
Sound of Metal
but Queen.
absolutely deserves this. It is ingenious, innovative sound design.
Nice.
It's going to win. I think, unfortunately, this is going to be the only place that Sound of Metal wins this year.
You think so?
I do. There's other places that it could surprise, and I would be very happy. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it's not going to, but I wouldn't be mad if that won picture. Like that is in my top 5 of the year. But I think the only place it really has locked in is this one, and that's this is the most like exemplary, most indicative category for what that movie does and accomplishes. It's if you're gonna give it one award, it should and will be this one.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be my pick.
Yeah. News of the World is only in here because there's gunshots, and that's stupid. I like
so
News of the
boring.
World. It's decent, but I don't really think it needs to be nominated like anywhere here except for cinematography.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Next up, film editing.
So we have Yorgos Lamprinos, not Lanthimos, but Lamprinos. I'm so sorry, sir, for The Father. Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. She edited the movie. That's cool.
Yeah, she's the editor too.
Frederick Thoroval for Promising Young Woman. Mikael E.G. Nielsen for Sound of Metal. And Alan Baumgarten for The Trial of the Chicago 7. I have seen 1, 2, 3 of these. And I think it's going to go to, from what I've seen, probably Sound of Metal. But
Okay.
I think because the editing is obvious in Trial of the Chicago 7, they're probably going to give it to that.
So Sound of Metal's your pick, and Trial is your prediction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would
For me
be...
personally, Trial is both my pick and my prediction. Even though I would be very happy with Sound of Metal, and I think it is definitely the second most likely. It won BAFTA this week, and it also won the Critics' Choice.
Okay, so
I wouldn't be upset or surprised if it won, but I still think Trial is the front runner. It just fits the kind of movie that always wins this award.
yeah, it's the most obviously
And its editing
edited
is
movie.
really strong. Yeah. I think the editing in it is like really impressive and really strong.
It's fine.
It definitely has the most cuts.
That's what I mean. It's like it's Bohemian
to me,
Rhapsody.
not
obvious.
in the same way that I was about to say, to me, it's not in the same way that Bohemian Rhapsody does, because that movie is overly cut.
Yeah, that's bad.
And I think Trial is cut very well and very functionally. But, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you love that movie. I thought it was
I do.
fine.
Historically, though, sound and editing go together a lot. So,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
agree.
Sound of Metal has a very good chance here.
That's what I mean. So, yeah, I can see either of these winning. I don't see Nomadland winning. That would be cool, but I don't.
It's very well edited.
Yeah, it's pretty well paced for something that could seem boring. So, because yeah, in terms of editing, people think the cutting of the shots, and it's like no, it's also the pacing of the movie, and
Yeah.
if things flow well and how scenes work together. Obviously, it's not just hey, look, that's a cut. That was a good cut. Oh, look, that was you cut from his face to his full body. Give it the Oscar. It's like they don't even know what editing is sometimes. Like Jesus, but
On that note, I don't really get why Promising Young Woman is here. What do you think?
yeah, I don't know either.
I mean,
I'm surprised it's nominated for as much as it is. Not that it was bad.
Me too.
It's just
no, I'm happy for it, and we'll get into that. But I
Yeah.
just don't understand why editing. I didn't feel like the editing was particularly special in that movie.
yeah. I don't know.
Like I already said, I would have liked to see Boy stay in here, but I knew it wouldn't get in here. That there was no chance. So,
Moving on. Oh,
music, original song.
original song. We have "Fight for You" by Her from Judas and the Black Messiah. "Hear My Voice" by Daniel Pemberton and Celeste White from the Trial of the Chicago 7. Huzavik by Savan Kochecha. Fat Max These people are making up
Good
these
luck
names.
with these names, buddy.
And
They're like, I think they're
Goransson
Scandinavian.
from Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. Lo Si Seen by Diane Warren from The Life Ahead. And Speak Now by Leslie Odom Jr. from One Night in Miami. Why can't you guys have a name like her? You guys have to go with Richard Goransson. Freaking disgusting. No, that's fine. I'm not passionate about really any of these picks. I haven't seen Judas and the Black Messiah. I think that's the one that's going to win. I've heard great things about Fight for You. Besides that, I'm not super passionate about the song from Trial of Chicago 7.
You don't have a pick?
No, in terms of pick, it's probably going to be Trial or Black Messiah. Those are the ones that are going to win. The ones that I want to win,
your pick,
I
not your
don't
prediction.
really care. I'm not super. Like I said, I'm not super passionate about this one this year. That's too bad. What about you?
So, Fight for You is my pick. It's not my prediction, though. I like that song a lot. My prediction is Speak Now. I think because Leslie Odom Jr. was the big frontrunner and supporting actor until Judas came out, they're still going to want to reward him at some point during the night, and this is the place to do it.
I get you. Yeah, probably.
He's a big name from Hamilton, you know, and it's a good song.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I guess I could also see Scene because Diane Warren is such a big name and it won the Globe, but I still think Speak Now is more likely.
So random that a song from Eurovision Song Contest.
Listen, people are really excited about that, and I'm happy for them. But I listened to the song, and granted, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't get it within the context. But I listened to the song on its own, and I didn't feel like it was anything special. Like I have no idea why it's nominated.
Yeah, I couldn't
But
tell you.
I guess if you've seen the movie, it's more emotionally resonant. I don't know.
Moving on.
And
Oh,
when it
sorry,
comes
do
to
you have
Trial,
more?
Yeah, one more thing.
Sorry,
When
about
it comes to Trial,
Yeah.
and I 100% knew this would happen. I think that the best song in that movie is Hear My Screams, which is basically a different version of the same song, Hear My Voice. I think that if that was nominated, it would be my pick.
Mm-hmm.
But they went with Hear My Voice instead, which is a good song, but personally, I think Hear My Screams is the better version. Anyways, point is, doesn't matter. Fight for You is my pick, and Speak Now is my prediction.
Nice. All right, next.
Music, original score.
We have Terrence Blanchard for The Five Bloods. Oh shoot, remember that. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Mank. Emile Mosseri for Minari. James Newton Howard for News of the World. And Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross, and John Batiste? Yeah, John Batiste for Soul. It's going to be either Mank or Soul.
It's Soul.
Yeah, it's Soul.
I feel very confident that it's going to be Soul.
It's not bad.
And it's my pick,
a great
too.
score.
It's the best score of the year.
I prefer Mank, but Soul's still really great. I love the jazz. And obviously the contrast between Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross's electric music and the jazz of John Batiste.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be upset if Soul won. It's going to be either or. In terms of what's snubbed, Thinking of Anything's again. Great score. Love that score. Beautiful score.
True. My snub is Trial of Chicago 7, but I know a lot of people aren't passionate about that score, and I know you're not.
No.
That's just I personally really like it.
It's just stock music from YouTube. I'm sorry.
You're a cruel man.
I can't think of a single tune from that movie other than
Fair enough, though.
the cheesy strings at the end of the movie.
I love it.
That's fine.
I also really wish that Judas was in here. I knew it wouldn't be, but I love that score. It's different than any other score you've heard this year or in the last couple of years, and I think it deserves a bit more recognition. Yes. I don't know. I don't think The Five Bloods needs to be in here. That movie got snubbed in some places that it really should be nominated, but not score.
Random.
Like the score was whatever, and then I don't know. It's Terrence Blanchard. I think they nominated him for the name.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Or just so they wouldn't be racist. I don't know. That's usually how it is, sadly. It's just forced... what is it? Forced equality.
I don't think that applies to The Five Bloods, because if it did, it would be nominated in a lot of other categories too. But like they didn't hide the fact that they don't like the movie.
Or that it's just not that good. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of it, but I do think it deserved more nominations than it got. Like there are some really great parts in that movie that we'll get to.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think now we're entering into the biggies.
The big boys.
The biggies. Yes.
Okay, what is next?
Cinematography.
We have Sean Bobbitt for Judas and the Black Messiah. Oh God, why is your name so weird? Eric Messerschmidt.
Yep.
For Mank. Darius Wolski for News of the World. Joshua James Richards, Nomadland. And Fidon Papamichael. Why are your names so weird? For The Trial of the Chicago 7.
All right, why is that here? Listen, I am like we just said, I am the biggest defender of Trial of the Chicago 7. Why is that here?
That had some really lame cinematography.
It doesn't. Come on, there's so many better choices this year.
I agree.
I mean, I'm kind of pissed about this one.
Freaking Thinking of Anything's great cinematography. Beautiful 4x3.
Emma, look. I mean, I know you haven't seen it. Look at just any like clips or stills of Emma and tell me that it is not some of the best cinematography of the year. I think that absolutely deserves to be here.
I think even Tenet had some solid cinematography.
Yeah, solid. And the movie that I knew wouldn't be in here.
No, but
there was no choice that there was no chance it was going to get nominated for any Oscars. But the one that I wanted to see in here was Possessor. Possessor has mind-blowing cinematography.
I need to see that one too. In terms of what's gonna win, it's either gonna be Nomadland or Mank. I would love Mank to win. I love when black and white wins Oscars, but they're probably gonna give it to that one too because again, it's a movie, cinematography, black and white, really gorgeous. But Nomadland cinematography is gorgeous too, and I wouldn't be mad with that one. But I would my pick my prediction is Nomadland, and my hope to win is Mank.
Nomadland is both my pick and my prediction. I think it really has this in the bag. I really don't see any reality where anything but Nomadland wins this personally.
Yeah, I agree. But
and it's also my pick because I think it's gorgeous. I love the cinematography in Mank, but
yeah.
Nomadland has this in the bag.
Yeah, like I said with Fincher, his movies are technically perfect, all of them, and the cinematography here is no. Like, I mean,
well, there's Alien 3.
What? I've never heard of that movie.
And even Fight Club.
Alien 3. What is that? What? Wait, what? No, but
we did an episode on Fincher. Go watch it.
Yes. What's next, Kolby?
Here we're getting into the categories that are nearest and dearest to my heart now.
Oh, no.
Adapted screenplay.
Oh God, there's so many names.
Start off with the one with the most damn names.
Oh damn! Imagine if someone wins all the people on the stage.
The show will be 3 hours longer just from them having to read this award.
For adapted screenplay, we have Sacha Baron Cohen, Anthony Hines, Danny Swimmer, Peter Baham, Erica Rivonash. Oh my God. Dan Mazer, Jenna Friedman, Lee Kern, and Nina Pedrad for Borat subsequent movie film based on characters by Sacha Baron Cohen.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, break time. Take a breath.
Okay. The next nominees. Oh no. We have Christopher Hampton and Florian Zeller for The Father, based on the play by Florian Zeller. Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, based on the book by Jessica Bruther. Kemp Powers for One Night in Miami, based on the play by Kemp Powers. And Ramin Banari for The White Tiger, based on the book by Aravind Adiga. I am so sorry if I butchered any of your names. You guys have weird names. It's your fault. In terms of what I would like to see win, I would love to see subsequent movie film win. It'd be so great for Sasha to win an Academy Award finally. It's probably not going to win. They're probably going to give it to Nomadland.
Yeah. That's my prediction too.
Yeah.
I gotta disagree though. I feel like the best parts of Borat 2 are the improv parts. I don't feel like its screenplay is strong.
Yeah, but I would have to say the same thing with Nomadland. I think the weakest aspect of the movie is the screenplay, but the best part of it is the visuals and that you're on this journey with Frances McDormand. Again, it's super pretentious, but cinema is about showing, right? Not telling. Right. And the screenplay should be your guideline to your film. It shouldn't be super narrative focused, I think. Mm-hmm. But okay. Not that Nomadland was a badly written movie. And it's funny because it's based on a book. But the strongest aspect is the visual storytelling in Nomadland. I don't think it would be the same if you're just reading it. Which again is funny because it's based on the book. But
personally, to me, in Borat, you kind of have to sit through the scripted stuff to get to the good stuff, which is the improv. Mm-hmm. And in Nomadland, the improv and the scripted parts are woven together so well that I can't necessarily always tell which is which, and I think that's really impressive. And I think the scripted parts, and the improvised parts in Nomadland really have a great synthesis. Like they make each other better. than the sum of their parts.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
And
with
in Borat, to me, it's like,
uh-huh.
okay, got it. Okay, great. Okay, this is kind of funny. Sure,
No.
introducing Tutar. But come on, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the part where he's running around the street being crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I also appreciated Borat for being more scripted and not trying to be the same thing as the first. It has obviously what you're here to see. But in terms of the story of him connecting with his daughter, I actually found it kind of sweet. And also it would be cool to see Sacha Baron Cohen actually have an Academy Award. He's probably not going to win.
Another opportunity tonight. Or the same night of the ceremony.
Very true.
Have you seen The White Tiger?
No.
I don't get why it's here. I was excited to watch it because it got nominated here. And I watched it. And it's decent. It's got like good acting and solid direction. But I feel like its script has really bad pacing. I feel like it's mainly held back by its script having way too, like, it's way over narrated, and its pacing is not very good in my opinion. So I don't get why it's here. It's fine. If you want to talk about snubs, I'm thinking of ending things. This is the biggest snub for that movie. Throw Charlie Kaufman a damn bone, guys.
I mean, he has an Academy Award, which is cool, but he's also come out and said that he thinks the Academy Awards are phony. So
good for him. But he wrote
good for him, but
movie.
I think that just flat out ruined his chance of getting recognized by the Academy again.
True.
Sadly. But good for him.
I also personally would have liked to see Pieces of a Woman here. I think that's a really great movie that I'm surprised was mostly overlooked. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah. Extensive list. Moving on, shall we?
Original screenplay.
We have Will Burson and Shaka King for Judas and the Black Messiah, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman, Darius Martyr and Abraham Martyr for Sound of Metal, and Aaron Sorkin for The Trial of the Chicago 7.
I have thoughts.
They're probably going to give it to Aaron Sorkin. I would like Lee Isaac Chung to win this for Minari.
Okay.
Because why not? I don't know. I like when the underdogs get the awards, but they're going to give it to Aaron Sorkin for sure.
So I think Aaron Sorkin has been the front runner for this since the beginning. And I think since the movie came out, most people thought he was going to win. And then lately, there's been this surge for Promising Young Woman because it won both the Writers Guild and the BAFTA for Best Original Screenplay. And I gotta say, I don't get it.
Yeah, I
know a lot of people love and are passionate about that movie, and I think that's wonderful. And I think it deserves a lot of.
I think it is again because they're just trying to be. They're trying to pretend to be super progressive. I think because it's
you think so?
I think so. I think that's what the Academy has been doing. Ever since like people have been calling them out for being racist, quote unquote racist, which I don't. They're not. They're really not.
That's true.
But
they've had so much flack for that. They often try to overcompensate.
And especially lately with everything just being super political, they're just nominating the movies that are dealing with it. And especially with the whole Me Too movement and this movie having to deal with, sexual assault and rape. And it's not a bad movie. Again, we like the movie a lot. But
we did a whole episode about it, and we both quite liked it.
Yeah.
But we also both agreed that its biggest weakness is in its screenplay.
Yeah.
I'm planning on rewatching it this week, and I'm hoping that I'll have a better appreciation for it the second time. But I gotta say, I don't totally get it, and I'm gonna stick with Trial of the Chicago 7 as my prediction for now. But I don't feel that great about it. I do feel like Promising Young Woman could steal this one.
Yeah.
And that's Trial is also my pick.
But sometimes the Academy just gives it to the underdog, so they could give it to Lee Isaac Chung. Like I remember when I I think it was the last Academy Awards. Yeah, last year when I really thought Marriage Story was going to take Screenplay, but they gave it to Parasite because that was shockingly getting all the. It was just sweeping the entire the entire night. Because I don't think Bong Joon-ho was nominated before in anything. It's almost like kind of giving it to the underdog in a way.
Yeah.
Even though Parasite's like kind of a perfect movie. But
It's amazing. I do think that if any movie's gonna like defy all the precursors and just like sweep unexpectedly, it is Minari. I'm not predicting that to happen, but I do think if there is one that's gonna do it, it's Minari.
yeah. It'll be cool.
I'm gonna stick with Chicago 7. I'm not that confident in it as a prediction. It is definitely my pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. This is a weird category this year.
It is.
I love everything nominated. Even though I'm a bit confused about Promising Young Woman.
Yeah.
Snubs. Do you have any big snubs?
Besides thinking of ending things,
For original though.
Oh, that's adapted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's based on a book. Original? No, I don't think so.
I would have liked to see another round in here.
That was original, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Godzilla versus Kong. Great screenplay. No, that would be more adapted, wouldn't it? Oh no.
Justice for Godzilla versus Kong.
Malcolm and Marie.
First, the Oscars were racist. Now they're monsterist.
Monsterist. Oh god. Malcolm and Marie. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it wasn't, because I didn't love Malcolm and Marie, but that didn't get anything.
I'm not surprised. I think
nobody was really liking it.
I think it had a brief moment, and people thought like, oh, it's gonna be like a late breaker, and it's gonna be an upset at the Oscars. I feel like I never really got on that bandwagon.
No, well, from the trailers and especially from the people behind it, I thought it was gonna be like a front runner for Academy Awards. It's in black and white. It's made by Sam Levinson, who did Euphoria, which is critically acclaimed. Yeah. Zendaya has been doing really good. And it comes out and it's kind of pretentious.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, overall I thought it was pretty good, but it's a little full of itself for sure. Mm-hmm. But I would agree with you on another round. Great screenplay, really good screenplay.
Okay, we're getting into the home stretch here. We're getting into our final stretch.
Hoorah!
And these are the ones that we're gonna have a lot more to say on. So we might go over 5 minutes for these. I've been keeping each category thus far 5 minutes, but these are the ones that we're going to have much more discussion on.
Yeah, definitely.
First off, Best Director.
Yes, I love this. This is like my favorite. This is probably my favorite category besides screenplay and cinematography. We have a major surprise. Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round. David Fincher for Mank. Lee Isaac Chung for Minari. Chloe Zhao for Nomadland. And Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
Woo!
I am not angry at all with any of the nominees.
Me neither.
I'm very happy for Thomas Vinterberg. That is awesome.
Me too.
That is so awesome. They're gonna give it to Chloe Zhao. She's been winning everything.
This is the easiest prediction of the night.
Yeah,
easily. It's a lock.
Yeah, she's obviously
an absolute lock.
She deserves it.
She deserves it.
Yeah, she deserves it. I would have rather have given it to Fincher because he deserves. He is overdue for an Academy Award. I can't believe he didn't win for Social Network, but
that's true. But I don't know. I don't think anything compares to Chloe Zhao this year. For me personally, she's my prediction and by far my pick.
Yeah. No, yeah. I wouldn't be upset either.
Directing total non-actors and getting them to give the performances that they did in Nomadland is so hard.
I agree.
And she did it so well.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going to win. But I'm very happy for Thomas Vinterberg. That's super cool. Did you see the video of him reacting to his nomination?
Yeah, that was so fun.
That was great. They're all like cheering and happy and surprised. It's so awesome.
I got to give Emerald Fennell props because I kind of just dug at her screenplay and I feel bad about it.
Oops.
She's her directing here is incredible. For a debut director, it's crazy good in Promising Young Woman.
You could say
Right?
she's a promising young director. Oh my god.
Oh! You're right though. She's gonna go on to do big things after this.
Yeah. Isn't she?
I don't think this is the last time she's gonna get nominated.
No. We'll see. Emerald Fennell, if you're listening, keep making movies. You can do it. You got this. Though I highly doubt you're listening to Amateur Cast, the show where we pretend to know what we're talking about. Okay. Whew. We're getting close.
That was a pretty easy one. I would have loved to see Regina King or Aaron Sorkin, but I totally get why they're not in here. The people that are in here are much
Aaron
more
Sorkin, no.
auteur than they are. They're much more functional.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. I'm just happy for my boy Tommy. Good job, Tom.
Good old Tommy. Good job.
You're gonna
buddy.
win regardless for international
Our
film,
Danish friend,
which is pretty
you did
cool.
it.
He's gonna get the Academy
Should we
Award.
just start
regardless.
expecting a foreign director every year now? Because 2018,
That's when it started, right?
we had the Cold War guy.
And then Alfonso Cuarón,
2019 we had Bong,
and then
and now we have.
Bong
Maybe we should
Joon-ho.
maybe it's smart to just start predicting one foreign director each year.
I think so, yeah. Because like you said, it started with Pavel Pawlikowski for Cold War, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, Bong Joon-ho for Parasite, and now Thomas Vinterberg for another round. That's true.
If you want to go way back, it started with Ang Lee for Crouching Tiger.
Oh, true.
But, I'm talking as far as it
And
happening
he won
multiple
that, didn't
years. Did he?
Yeah, that's weird. He won the Academy Award, and then the next year did Hulk, and then the year after
Ang
that
Lee is crazy.
did Brokeback Mountain, which he won the Oscar for directing for that.
Has he won Best Director thrice?
He's won twice.
Wait. No, I think he won for Life of Pi and Brokeback and Crouching Tiger.
No way.
That's what Google says right now. That's insane. I didn't even realize that.
Okay, I gotta look this up
Yeah. He won for Brokeback.
too.
No, sorry. He was nominated for Brokeback.
Oscar. No, he's won 3. He won
He's won 3?
Best Director, Life of Pi, Best Director, Brokeback, and Best International Feature for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, he didn't win director for Crouching Tiger?
But he still won. He has 3
he won
Oscars. Ang Lee's
He's
weird.
a madman. I mean, he made Gemini Man and Hulk, and he also has 3 Oscars.
That's the weird thing about it. It's like
Ang Lee's insane.
that's
I can't
crazy.
wait to see what he does next.
That's insane. I can't believe that.
All right. Next up, another one that I think is very easy to predict. Actor in a supporting role.
We have Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of the Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Rossi, Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. They're going to give it to Daniel Kaluuya.
Easy.
Yep.
He's got it in the bag.
Yep. Simple.
And he deserves it. He's my pick. He's my prediction.
From what I've seen, yeah. Looks really good. It'd be super cool if Sasha won, like I said, but yeah, it's easily going to give it to Daniel Kaluuya.
We got to address Lakeith being here. That's wild.
Yeah,
right?
that's weird.
That was the biggest surprise of the nomination.
It's like, who's the lead actor then?
He was campaigned in lead. They put the movie's called Judas and the Black Messiah, and the guy that plays Judas and the guy that plays the Black Messiah are both in supporting. Are they trying to tell me that the movie doesn't have a lead actor?
So I'm like, who is it?
The 2 titular characters are in supporting.
It makes no sense.
They have the 2 of them have the most screen time of the movie. I don't get it.
Academy, what's wrong with you?
So here's my actual theory of what happened. I think about half of the voters put Kaluuya in supporting and Stanfield in leading, and I think the other half put Stanfield in supporting and Kaluuya in leading, because you can make the argument for either one. I don't think anybody put them both in supporting because that just doesn't make sense. I think neither of them had enough votes to get into leading, but they both had enough to get into supporting.
I don't know. That's weird.
Just because of the competition.
Yeah.
It's weird though.
I don't know.
Paul Raci, I love seeing him here. I would love it if he won. He won't.
No.
And Daniel Kaluuya deserves it.
It's
I just love Paul Raci. I hope this is not his last nomination.
We'll have to see. I still haven't seen Sound of Metal, so I don't know who that is.
Paul Raci is... Seb, you're going to love Paul Raci in this movie. I guarantee it.
Okay.
He's incredible.
I will watch it soon. Do we have any more to say?
Do you have any snubs?
In terms of acting, I think, all the actors in Thinking of Ending Things again. Really great stuff.
Yeah.
David Thewlis, Toni Collette, Jesse Plemons, who's the predecessor to, what's his name, who passed away? Philip Seymour Hoffman, probably my favorite actor. Like that
interesting.
That role is a total Philip Seymour Hoffman role.
True.
Come on. Think about it.
Interesting. And he's also in Judas.
Oh yeah, true. Good for you, Jesse Plemons. That guy's like been in
he's the best.
Spielberg
he's the lead
movies.
in
He's been in Scorsese movies. Charlie Kaufman. That's insane.
He's great.
Was he in
He
the
was
Spielberg
great in Breaking
movie?
Bad.
I
don't know.
check. Let me double check on this. I feel like he has. I feel like I saw him. I'm like, Jesse Plemons. Yeah, he was in The Post.
Oh, of course.
He was in the Paul Thomas Anderson movie, Charlie Kaufman, Martin Scorsese, and Bridge of Spies. I haven't seen that one.
Wait, which PTA movie?
Huh?
Which PTA movie?
The Master.
Plemons was in that?
Yeah.
Damn.
And, of course, the critically acclaimed Battleship.
Good for him.
Okay. Yeah, good for you.
My only major snub, well, I guess I have two. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, in my opinion, is by far the best performance in Trial of Chicago 7. I really think he should be here.
Yeah.
And I also would love to see Clark Peters in here from Da 5 Bloods. But I wouldn't kick anybody that's in here out. I would just put Lakeith in lead because that's what he is.
And switch with...
But I'm just glad he's nominated at all because I didn't think he would be, and he deserves it.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy with this lineup.
Okay. Next.
Actress in a supporting role.
We have Maria Bakalova, right? I think so.
Yep.
For Borat's subsequent movie film, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman, The Father, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, and Ya Jung Yoon for Minari. I would love for Maria to win. She did amazing in Borat.
Yeah.
Especially for
and
her
it would just
first
be
movie.
unlike any other winner in this category.
Honestly, I'd be happy with any of them. Like, I know Hillbilly Elegy sucks, like you say, but I love Glenn Close.
She's a great actress, and she is the least bad part of that movie. Not the best, the least bad. But she doesn't need to be here. Her performance is fine.
All right.
Listen. It's very impressive that she gave a performance as fine as it was being in that movie, okay? But I've said this on the podcast before, that's like being the tallest dwarf.
Oh my god.
Being the best performance in Hillbilly Elegy, it's like being the best player on the Knicks. I don't know anything about basketball. I just know everybody hates on the Knicks.
Damn. So Amy Adams was that bad then?
Both her and Glenn Close are decent.
Okay.
But neither of them need to be nominated anywhere because nothing about that movie is good or special in any way. I really, really believe that they're only nominating her because she's Glenn Close and they think she's overdue. And that pisses me off.
She just needs an Academy Award than Glenn Close. She's amazing. I love her dearly.
She does, but not for this.
No, that would suck.
And I promise that's my last Hillbilly Elegy rant on this show. Okay? I'm done.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, I would love Maria to win, but it's probably going to go to Ya Jung Yoon.
Yeah.
Which
she's my prediction too.
She won for the BAFTA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's probably going to win this one too.
I think she deserves it too. She's fantastic.
But I love all of these actresses.
My personal choice is Amanda Seyfried.
Fantasy food.
She's just so charming in that movie.
Yeah, she's
I
great.
just love her.
Yeah, it's weird because she's in like really bad movies and she's like really great in this. Yeah, good for you, Amanda. In terms of snubs, yeah, Toni Collette.
Big time, like always.
And Thinking of Ending Things, great performance as always. Anything I can't really think of anything else. Like my favorite movies have been nominated. You know what I mean? Like I can't really think of any other snubs.
For me, I think Dominique Fishback got snubbed for Judas. She's really good in it. I would have liked her over Glenn Close. And also an actress that I would personally nominate, but I there was zero chance of her ever getting nominated because no one saw this movie, and she's just not that well known, is Margot Martindale for Blow the Man Down.
What in the hell?
Very small indie movie, came out in like very early last year, so there was never a chance for it. But if the awards were up to me, she'd be nominated here. She's very good in it. I recommend it. It's on Amazon.
No kidding. What in the hoo-ha?
I know, just a very random one, but I needed to say it. She's really good in it.
That's fine. Okay. We are getting close, ladies and gentlemen. What is next?
Here's
Colby?
another one that I think is pretty easy. Actor in a leading role.
We have Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman, Mank, and Stephen Young? Stephen Yeun for Minari.
Yeah,
Chadwick's gonna win.
Easy.
Yeah. He
He's
died.
won everything.
They're gonna give it to him.
It's unfortunate.
It's sad, yeah.
That has to influence it, right? I don't think he would be winning if he was alive this year, and I don't say that because he's not good. He's incredible in this movie, and I think he deserves every accolade.
It's definitely influenced,
but the Oscar voters know that this is their last chance to give him an award.
So,
whereas Hopkins already has one, Oldman already has one, and Yeun and Ahmed are young and are going to have a lot of great performances ahead of them.
Yeah.
It's Boseman.
Yeah, exactly.
The only upset that is possible would be Hopkins because he won BAFTA this week.
Really?
I've been hearing people say that now he's going to steal it from Boseman. I disagree. Boseman was not as huge of a star in Britain as he was in America, so I don't think they feel the need to memorialize him as much as the Oscar voters will do. And Anthony Hopkins is he's a knight. Like, he's such a British actor, and The Father is the most British film of the year.
He's amazing. I mean, it's Anthony Hopkins.
He's great, but I really think he just won because he had home field advantage, and not because he's not great. His
I know, I
performance
agree.
in The Father is
But I think it's the same
phenomenal.
thing for here. It's a home field advantage for Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. And I wouldn't be upset. He's talented. He's very talented.
I wouldn't be upset with any of these people.
He makes lame
all
movies watchable. Get On Up was an awful movie, but he does a great performance of James Brown.
My personal pick here is Ahmed, by the way. I love Riz Ahmed.
Well, that's who you would want to win?
Yeah, that's my personal pick. What's yours?
Gary Oldman.
Really?
He was fantastic in Mank.
Hot take.
Yeah, I loved him in Mank. So fun, super charming. I love his quips. I love, and I think it's super hard. Like, I to distinguish a great actor for me is how well they can act drunk, and he does super well in acting drunk in this.
I feel like that turns a lot of people off.
Because people obviously, when they say, okay, act drunk, they act all over the top and Lucy and when actors do it for real, you can tell, I don't know, like it's a different ball game when you're acting drunk, I think, and especially when it's convincing. So
do you think that Mads Mikkelsen should have been in here?
Oh yeah. I think that was like a huge a snub. He was great. Especially his performance. Yeah, his performance in Another Round. Fantastic. Very subtle and it's super cliche, but it was a beautiful performance. It really was. It was great. So, yeah, I think he was snubbed. But I like the actors here. But
Me too.
Chadwick's
I like
going
this
to
lineup.
win.
Do you have any other big snubs?
Jesse Plemons for
Okay.
for thinking of ending things, but I think that would have been more supporting since it's about her.
Maybe.
But yeah, no. Besides Mads, I don't really have any other ones.
For me, I have some major snubs in this category.
Go for it.
For me personally, the two best performances of last year, not just in leading actor, but in any category, were Delroy Lindo in The Five Bloods and Kingsley Benadir in One Night in Miami. If it were up to me, both of them would be nominated and one of them would be winning.
Who would you
I feel
pick?
very passionate about that. I'm very upset that neither of them were nominated. But it's okay. I really like these nominees. I will suppress my rage.
I will not get angry today. I will not blow up. Okay.
Alrighty. We are at our second to last category, baby. Oh, this is a hard one too. This is such a weird, exciting one.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So,
Seb, what are the nominees for Best Actress in a Leading Role?
okay. We have Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for The United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand, heck yeah, for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman.
Here's what makes this category crazy this year. If you're going off of precursor awards, everybody has one. Viola
Yeah.
Davis has SAG. Andra Day has Globe. McDormand has BAFTA. Mulligan has Critics' Choice. The only actress that doesn't have a major Oscar precursor is Vanessa Kirby,
Vanessa Kirby.
but she won Best Actress at the Venice Film Festival last year.
Yeah. So,
And if you ask me, she gives the best and most Beatty performance. She's my personal pick. And I'm shocked that she's not had a precursor win because it's such a good performance. But this one feels to me like it's the hardest acting category to predict this year.
me too, because like you said, all of them have won one way or another this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, depending on the Academy and like their mood, I guess they usually either pick the underdog, like I said. So they're probably gonna give it to either Andra Day or Vanessa Kirby. I would rather they give it to Vanessa Kirby because Pieces of a Woman looks so much better than United States versus Billie Holiday. That movie looks awful. Whereas Pieces of a Woman looks really good. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Frances. She's amazing. Great performance in Nomadland. But I'd be also pretty happy for Carey Mulligan. I don't think she's been nominated before. And that's super cool.
She has once for An Education.
There you go.
I think she's the front runner. I think she's my prediction.
Yeah.
Mainly because I am very tentatively not predicting Promising Young Woman for screenplay, which means this is going to be their only place to award it. And I think they really want to award it. It made a big splash this year. So I think they're going to give it to Mulligan. But if it does win screenplay, then that changes everything because that opens them up to give it to McDormand because they want to give No Man's Land everything because it's it's the darling.
It all depends on who wins along the way, for sure.
It's tough. I don't know.
It's really tough because you can predict one thing, and then one movie wins this thing, and you know, oh wait, then that means that's gonna win. You as you watch the Oscars as you grow up, you can kind of see how they work and how they function. But in terms of,
that's why we're doing this.
In terms of snubs, do you have any snubs?
I haven't seen Billie Holiday, so I can't say whether I like that Andra Day is here or not. I mean, I don't want to say I would put someone in over her because I haven't seen her performance, but like, let's say I had to fill that fifth slot without Andra Day, it would be Elizabeth Moss for The Invisible Man.
She did good, yeah.
Or Rosamund Pike for I Care a Lot.
Oh, God bless her. I love her.
Rosamund
Rosamund Pike is so great. She's so insane.
She's crazy. She's so good.
Okay.
I do think Kirby is the least likely here, even though she's my favorite and my pick, which is strange because when I saw the movie, it just felt like a big Oscar contender to me. I thought it was going to have a lot of Oscar power, and it reminds me a lot of Marriage Story. I'm very surprised to see it so overlooked this year.
Yeah, that one was like, you watch it and you're like, oh, this is going to take everything. But
yeah, and I think it's great. Really... I think it should be in adapted screenplay. I wouldn't even be mad if it was in director and picture.
I think it's great. I need to see it.
I'm just surprised. So okay, pick Kirby. Very unconfident prediction. Mulligan.
My pick would be Francis, and the one that's probably going to win would be either Andra Day or Mulligan. Yeah, it's usually either or. Okay. But it would be super cool if Kirby wins.
I would love it if Kirby won. I mean, I don't want to reduce her performance to this because she does so much more, and this is just the most obvious thing to cherry pick. But the birth sequence is like, it takes your breath away, man. Jesus. Well, just watch the movie.
I will watch it. I promise. God. I will watch it.
So good.
Okay.
Okay, Sebastian, are you ready for this?
No.
Oh.
I might die.
This is the big one.
Ugh.
Sebastian. What are our 8 nominees this year for Best Picture of 2020?
We have Moonlight and La La Land. Oh, I wish. No. For Best Picture, we have
Green Book?
The Father.
Sorry. What?
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay. For Best Picture, we have The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland. Oh my God. My throat is dying. Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Nomadland's gonna win.
So, can we just discuss these in general before we get into picks and predictions and stuff? I mean, I agree with you. Nomadland's gonna win, but let's discuss.
Let's start with The Father. You've seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, let's run down and give brief thoughts on what we've seen that we haven't already talked about on the podcast. Okay. So you haven't seen The Father, right?
No, I want to.
Okay. It's very good. It's very emotionally painful, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very sad. I think it deserves to be here. It's got masterful editing and production design, and Anthony Hopkins' performance is the best he's been since Silence of the Lambs.
Nice.
Judas and the Black Messiah, have you seen?
No.
I'm a big fan. I think it's a very powerful movie. It's got a lot of momentum. It's got a lot of passion behind it. I think it's extremely well made. Great performances. I'm very glad it's here because I didn't expect it to be nominated, and I'm very glad it was. Mm-hmm. We've both seen Mank. We love it. We have a whole episode on it.
Mank is great.
Go watch that.
10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Great.
Minari. You've seen, right?
No.
Seb!
I'm sorry. I will watch it.
Minari's good.
I know.
I liked it quite a bit. It is emotional. It is pretty slow, but very uplifting.
I'm just happy that A24 is recognized again.
Yeah, me too.
So I need to watch that ASAP.
Nomadland and Promising Young Woman. We did a whole episode on those two. Go watch it. We like them.
Nomadland's better, but Promising Young Woman is good.
Sound of Metal. Hell yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad this is here. I didn't think it would be, and I'm so excited. Yes. 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 Dude, if I were in the Academy, I might vote for this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sound of Metal. All right.
Hell yes.
I would need to watch it. I'm sorry. I haven't seen that much.
It's okay. Trial of Chicago 7. We did an episode on it. I love it. Seb has thoughts.
It's fine. It's good, I guess. It's show-offy, cheesy. I'm not surprised that it's nominated. It's super sentimental and corny, but it's political. And Aaron Sorkin. But
so I want to ask, would you keep it in the lineup if it was up to you, or would you take it out?
I would take it out. I don't think it's Best Picture worthy at all. I would put in Thinking of Ending Things. Or Wolf Walkers.
Good segue. Let's talk about snubs.
Wolfwalkers is my favorite animated movie of the year. I think it's great. It's much better than Soul. I'm surprised Soul is not nominated for Best Picture because they usually nominate
I'm not.
Pixar movies
Not
that
usually.
everybody loves.
It's
Yeah.
happened
I mean,
once or
yeah.
twice, but
Like people are raving about this movie. But I don't know.
yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
I'm glad it's not though.
Me too.
I don't think it deserves it.
Because that would make it even more obvious that it was going to win. But in terms of Best Picture, snubs.
Mine are my big one is One Night in Miami. I'm so mad. That is
Another round. I think that
that one
great.
too.
You know,
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb, the movie, Katniss Against the Universe.
Shut up.
So random.
No, I was really shocked by One Night in Miami getting snubbed here. I thought it was a lock for Best Picture.
I'm
so
sorry.
I'm upset. I'm so upset. It's so good. Please watch it. Everybody, please watch it.
I have so many to watch. I have time though. I have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. During the week, I'll watch something.
Alrighty.
I'll probably watch something tonight.
So, both of our prediction is Nomadland.
Yeah.
If there is a movie that you think is going to upset and is going to be the big surprise steal for Best Picture, what do you think that movie is?
Trial of the Chicago 7.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that's the one that everybody's just going to groan at. I would groan if they say, Trial of Chicago, I'll be like, oh, come on.
The funny thing is, even though I love it, I would almost be disappointed too. Just because, and I love it. I wouldn't be disappointed, but it is a movie that you would expect to win Best Picture. And it's more exciting when something like Nomadland or Minari or Judas comes in that you would never expect to win Best Picture, and it does.
Yeah, so I'd be cool with Judas, Nomadland, but my pick would be Mank or The Father.
Okay.
Like if
I
I
haven't
were
seen
voting,
The Father.
I know, but The Father looks so good. Or Wolfwalkers. Wolfwalkers or Mank. Either or. But
I think if there's a surprise, it's Minari. I just think that there's so much passion behind it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm passionate about Trial, but nobody else is that I've talked to. I think Minari really, really means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, if there's going to be a surprise sweep that defies all of the precursors and all of the predictions, I think it's Minari.
Yeah, that would be really cool. It could be like this year's Parasite.
I guess. They're very different.
In the sense that Parasite was surprisingly getting everything.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just going to win foreign film and what, maybe Best Picture. It was winning everything. Production design, screenplay, director. I was like, oh my God.
Very exciting.
So
it didn't win production design though.
Yeah, so it didn't?
No, it should have, but Hollywood did.
That's right. But you know what I mean. It was winning everything. Yeah. And no, I agree with you. Minari would be a cool, cute, very nice, happy surprise. Another win for A24. But Nomadland is probably going to
win. 99%.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure too. And I wouldn't be upset. I really like it. It's a very...
I think it deserves it.
Yeah, it's a very... it's melancholic, but it's also uplifting. Mm-hmm. It gives you hope at the end, which the world needs right now. It needs hope.
Even if it's not my favorite film of the year, I do think it's the best.
Nice. Yeah, I think that was it. My voice hurts.
Our predictions are locked in now.
Yeah.
We will know in our next episode how many we got right and how many we got wrong. If I could bet money on this, I could. Or I would, but I can't because it's not legal in my state.
Ugh. California sucks. I can't even own a hedgehog.
I want a ferret so bad.
What is that fish? The walking fish with the cute face?
The what? The axolotl?
Yeah.
Are those not legal here?
No.
I didn't know that.
Sucks. I want one.
That sucks.
I name him Philip.
Okay. There you have it. That's our Oscar predictions. Next episode, we're going to be reacting to the winners. Very exciting. Before we hop off for the night, Sebastian, as always, what have you been watching lately?
So I haven't seen that much, but I rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy, which is easily the best thing Marvel has made besides the second one. It's great. It's classic. It feels like a classic 80s movie, like adventure movie. I love it. It's super fun. I think the second one's my favorite out of the two, but it's easily the best thing Marvel has made next to Infinity War. That's it. I haven't really watched that much recently. We recorded the last episode, a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I've already mentioned everything that I've watched since recording the last episode. Over the Moon, White Tiger. I rewatched Trial, Chicago 7, and I rewatched Nomadland last night, which just solidified it for me. I mean, this is the best picture of the year.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
We're done.
We're done. Everybody.
Please leave, people. Get out of my room so I can eat food. Get out.
The Oscars are on April 25th this year. Yes. After that, the week after, we are going to be doing an episode reacting to the winners, giving our thoughts on the ceremony. So please stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting. I'm really excited, Seb.
I'm looking forward to it too. It would suck if it's like a predictable year, but it would be really cool if it's like one that surprises us for sure.
I am expecting it for the most part to be very predictable.
Yeah.
But there is room for some crazy surprises that might be very fun. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Just want these talented people to get recognized. That's really it, which is pretty cool. Okay, we are done. I am Denzel Washington.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Big balls.
I'm Bong Joon-ho. This is Quentin Tarantino.
And I like
And
feet.
We'll see you down the line in another timeline.
Goodbye. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.